Hey guys, Lauren had to leave today unfortunately, so I'm doing the Flora Lake hike on my own, and I just wanted to send Lauren a little video. Maybe you could share with you guys on my journey up there. I think I'm about halfway. It's a pretty steep grind, but just found this super nice lookout. Snow line's creeping down, so we might hit snow today. If I'm feeling ambitious, I might head up to the gargoyles, which are those sort of finger peaks that we saw yesterday from Lindman Lake. But I'll keep you posted. I'll flip you around here and show you the view from here. It's Chilliwack Lake down there. There you go. More to come. Hey, just walking up to another clearing with a possible lookout. I don't know what it is, but clearings like this on the trail, when you've been grinding up, just give me the fuzzies. That's what I'd say. But let's go have a peek here and see what we can see. That sun is just glaring right into the camera, but that is Chilliwack Lake. Again, we're just a little bit higher. We're at about 12.
Sorry for cutting you off, Joe. Well, hello guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to LoLe's OffRoad and Overland. I wish I was there to do this hike with Joe. It was such an amazing hike. So if you guys are into something like this, you enjoy the backcountry, hiking, mountains, snow and all that kind of stuff, well, this is it. This is the man. He's gonna take you guys through to the process. Unfortunately, I missed out on this one, but maybe next time I can do a hike with him and show you guys some really nice backcountry. But anyway, I let Joe continue on, and welcome. I thought I'm gonna put this one on just for
Just
you
an
guys,
amazing
just so
hike
you
so
guys
far.
can see it.
I tell you, kind of like a goat trail the whole way. It's well marked and all that, but you know, you got a pretty steep drop to your left till you know, straight up on the right. Kind of just switch back and forth. Gain an elevation quick. It's fun. It's pretty part and parcel for coastal mountain range hiking. So used to it, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. And really like it. And it's dead out here. Lindeman Lake seems to be the busy one. I guess it's a bit of easier access, a little shorter, a little lower elevation. So I'm enjoying the solitude. And yeah, it's New Year's Eve. This is my party. Thought I had first tracks, guys, but it looks like we got a little mountain hare up here somewhere. There. Look at that little guy go. You know, where there's those guys, you get the cougar up in these ranges. And I think there's grizzly up here in this valley. I know there is one over. Yeah, but it's sleepy time for those guys, so we're not too worried. Look at the snow. Man, I wish Lauren was here. He really appreciates this stuff. But he had to get back to meet Paul to do a little mechanical work, get some welding done, get someone's rig back on the road, like he does. Guy's pretty committed. So yeah, I'll just have to send him this video and he can virtually enjoy it. Oh guys, check this out. This is unreal. Look at this. Oh, wow, man. It's crazy. Crazy how beautiful it is. I grew up here my whole life. I've been doing this my whole life. I'm 49 now, and it just blows me away every time I come up into the mountains and places I've even been before. I still find something new to look at and enjoy, and this is just blowing my mind right now. All right, more to come. Now we're in it, guys. There's lots of fresh, you know, a couple inches of fresh, I guess. Oh, it sounds like an outflow. That's probably from Flora Lake. I don't know what else it would be from. It's the only lake kind of in this little pocket. I think we got to go around that. I think that's Flora Peak right there. Maybe coming into view, top of those clouds. We're going to go up through a saddle between Flora and some other peak. And tucked away in there is Flora Lake. And with this snow, there's pretty much no chance I'm going to be able to get up the gargoyles today. It's just probably be a bit dangerous, is my guess. Because there is some old snow under this fresh stuff. So we're getting a layer on top of a layer, and don't know how stable it is up there. Things are heating up. Yeah, I don't know the trail. Be my first time up there. So I think I'll just be wise about it. Look at that. Unbelievable.
What an amazing hike. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend to this because I had to go back home, take care of some business. But thank you, Joe, for the wonderful sceneries and the hike you showed us.
Another beautiful avalanche chute. Beautiful because there's nothing coming down it. Trail crosses there. And then down you go. It'd be a wild ride. Probably be a pretty fun ski run if the conditions were stable. You could ski all the way down to the valley. That would be pretty wild. Looks like it gets really steep down there. But, more of the lake. Sick of the lake yet, guys? Just over my shoulder there. Looks like we got some weather creeping in pretty quickly. Starting to snow, even though we got blue sky. Well, almost blue sky that way. That's how fast it's moving in, really quickly. So we are going to be doing the last bit of this hike in the snow. And that should be fun. Should be interesting. Just to get out there, guys, I'm pretty experienced. I do this quite often. I actually hike for a living, get out in the coastal range. So I wouldn't recommend December 31st biting off something like this for your first time in the coastal range. It's very deceiving. The elevations aren't as high as the Rockies or some of the other larger peaks, but the weather changes fast here. There's a lot of moisture comes in. you got to be prepared, and you got to not just be prepared, but know what you're doing and have experience. Otherwise, you can get caught out here, and people do all the time. And we have a really good search and rescue volunteer crew that'll come and get people, but they can't always find them. There's no cell service out here. I pack a Garmin InReach so I can communicate. If I go down and I'm still conscious, I can hit the SOS button and it sends my my location, and the boys can come in and get me. Now, that's very much just a precaution and not something that I would ever rely on. If I ever thought I was getting into a spot where I would need to rely on that, I would turn around. It's not smart. You need to have a turnaround time based on the time of year and the conditions, and you got to stick to it. Otherwise, you're going to get in trouble, and that's no fun for anyone. So yeah, onward. It's getting deep now. I see some people post-holing through here. So, having a kick step, get your footing. I think the person who was post-holing is probably a few days ago when things were fresher. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, it's pretty deep. Yeah, we'll see. See if we even make the lake today. It might be, out of reach. But you can see normally these markers are well over head height. So they're starting to come up to about shoulder height with me. And I can feel stepping in some of these footwells, stepping on tree branches. So we're definitely getting up here into the snow. It's nice. It's just beautiful. It's a bit slow moving through here. Just lots of kick stepping. I'm post-holing a bit. Post-hole back there up to right up to my top of my thigh. Touched my naughty bits on the snow there. So we will see how much further I want to go. We're in a pretty exposed area right now. So, the snow's deeper here. We're walking amongst the tops of the trees. So we'll see. I mean, we can't be far from the lake now. And the sun's still trying to peek through somewhere over there. And but it's snowing. It's cold. But still, I still have lots of gear with me, and I could spend the night up here if I needed to, and I'd be okay. Got food, lots of water filter, all that fun kit. So no concerns, just enjoying the day. Okay guys, this is getting a bit silly. Just up there, we a little bit higher and we'd get into the saddle, and then we drop down pretty steeply the other side into Flora Lake. But I'm just post-holing like crazy, and getting a bit of snow in the boots. I didn't bring any gaiters today. So it's starting to not be that much fun. I'm gonna turn around and head back down. Call it a day up here. Call it a success-ish. And then I'm gonna probably, what time are we at? 12:30. see what time I get down, and then I might drive up to the day use area at Chilliwack Lake and do a little hiking down below the snow line and see what we can see down there. This is all a new area to me, surprisingly, but I'll be back for sure. If I had snowshoes, this would be a breeze. We just blast through this, but I'm getting annoyed with the post holing. Just adds so much work to the day, and I'm not into it. Not into it. So we're going down. Actually, guys, got a little close to these tracks. I don't know if you can see. It's a lot of glare, but there is no nail marks on these. So it's definitely a cat. Whether it's bobcat, cougar, lynx, could be any of those. But they're big. They're big prints. A little kitty up here. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Psst, 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 psst. Our little kitty friend has gone down in there. Little kitty cat trail down into that little pocket somewhere. You can see his tracks going up and into the bushes there, right? Where's my finger? Right up in there. So hopefully there's no real danger with them. I'm just kidding. They can be a pain in. We're gonna get out of here. I don't think they're not gonna have any trouble today. But yeah, you don't want to play with the cats up in these mountains. They're not friendly like your local house cat. But you know, if he's around here, I mean, those tracks are fresh, so he is in the area. He knows I'm here. She, I don't know. Knows I'm here. And yeah, I mean, hopefully they decide to leave me alone. They're right there. The tracks are right there, parallel in the trail. So if I had a dog with me today, it'd be leash up time for sure. You know, it'd be nicer to have a companion if you feel you're being tracked by something. Whoa, my God, this post holing's crazy. Yeah, I'd be at a very big disadvantage if that thing decided I was going to be lunch. But it's not going to happen. My daughter actually asked me the other day, I have this magnet on the fridge with all the coastal animals, and she was asking me what animals I had seen out in the wild here, and of coastal wild. Pretty much got all of them. There's a couple that I hadn't, and a cougar was one of them. So maybe I'll be able to tick that off my list today. We'll see. We'll see. I'm pretty skinny, so I don't think I'm going to be a good lunch for anything like that. But yeah, I didn't bring any bear mace with me today because, well, bears are sleeping. And I don't really have anything in the way of a weapon, you know, besides these. I'm kidding. Anyway, I'm going to stop filming so I can pay attention here and see if you guys see anything creeping up on me. Just so I can make sure I keep my eyes open. But look at that snow, it's coming down now. This is great. We're gonna look to get out of this elevation. There we go, out of the snow, safe and sound. Made it. It's still snowing, but blue sky and sunny. It's crazy. Make up your mind. Noms. It's probably my favorite pocket knife. An Opinel, it's called, I think. It's the carbon version, easier to sharpen. They do rust. Stainless steel doesn't rust. But if you're bushcrafty, you can take the carbon one and refine a piece of quartz, and it'll send off sparks. You're gonna be pretty skilled to do that though, or just lots of practice. I think this is a French company. I don't know if they're Quebecois French, Canadian French, or if they're French, but good knife anyway. Inexpensive, readily available, kind of sexy. Stuff here is called, I don't know, like old man's beard is what we call it. It's actually like a parasite on these trees, and it kills them. You know, it looks kind of cool, hanging there in the wind, catching the light and all that, but it's yeah, some kind of is tree disease. Now, I think what coastal Native Americans would do if they want to transport fire from spot to spot, you could get a bunch of this. I think they call it an Indian candle. Well, white guys call it an Indian candle. And they wrap it, I think, in birch bark or some sort of bark. Stuff that full of this old man's beard, and put some coals in there. And this stuff, because it's green, it just smolders. It doesn't catch fire very easily, so it just holds the heat. And you know, they could keep a coal going for, I don't know how long. I've never done it. Don't quote me. And yeah, when they got to their destination, then they could just start a fire, because I'm guessing in those times didn't have Zippos, so they anything to make it easier on them when they got to their destination, to start a fire, get warm, cook some food, and enjoy life a little more, as you do when you're warm. I might have just made that all up, but pretty sure I read that somewhere. Don't throw your apple cores or your banana peels or your orange peels. Don't just discard them on the trail. It's really bad practice. Not only is it ugly, but even if you whipped it out there, the local animals here don't normally get banana and apple. So it can lead to human-animal encounters. If they start getting used to our food smells and tastes, then they can be attracted to it, and you know, a fed bear is a dead bear is what they say. So Yeah, just don't do it. Just pack it out. I mean, it's lighter than when you brought it in because you ate most of it. So um, you don't need to leave it out here. That's my 2 cents. I wonder if Norwegians would be offended that I'm putting chocolate peanut butter on a Norwegian crisp bread. It's against tradition. I wonder if they have peanut butter in Norway. I've been some places in the world, they don't even know what peanut butter is. It's crazy. It's crazy. All I wanted was some peanut butter. And I got judged for it. Portugal. No peanut butter in Portugal. I mean, maybe now, but this would have been 25 years ago. Great peanut butter shortage of the early 90s. Terrible time. Peekaboo. It's a bit rotten, but that looks like it might have been a pine mushroom. Yummy, yummy. Where there's one. Huh. Really late in the season. I mean, it's December 31st. You're not going to find anything edible, but it's still pretty cool. I didn't find any pines this year. Normally I'm out picking quite a bit. Lots of chanterelles in our area. Leave that little guy alone. Chanterelles, cauliflower mushrooms, bullets, all that kind of good stuff. Look at the map here. Try to get that glare off it. This is a big lake. Kept looking at from up high. We made it right about there. So close to 1,500 meters before we would have dropped down into the lake this way. Yeah. Didn't make it, but that's okay. Stuck to my turnaround time. Got out of here with plenty of light. Just trying to decide what to do. So just walking along to the lake here, and saw a mountain up to my right. It's kind of socked in from clouds right now, so I don't think I'll be able to share that with you at the moment, but I didn't know the name of it. Whatever, but I just got to thinking that in Canada, we call our mountains, we'll either call it the, oh there it is, let me show you. Nice high one. Anyways, back to my tale. In Canada, we use mountain, so we'll call it Garibaldi Mountain or Castle Towers Mountain. But we do a bit of a mix, because sometimes we'll call it Mount Celessi, so we'll put the mount before, you know, like Mount Kilimanjaro or Mount Everest. But we do a bit of a mix. It's not confusing. Like if you called Garibaldi Mountain Mount Garibaldi, we would know what you're talking about. So the story goes, we were down, Lauren and I actually, we went down to this place in central Washington, Leavenworth area, and it was for an Overland rally. And it was first big trip in my Delica, and first time to an Overland rally, and they're amazing. If anyone's into that sort of thing, you should go. And it was stinking hot, like so hot, and you're in the middle of this sort of farmer's field, and someone had told us that there was a lake you could go swim at, you know, maybe 20-minute drive or something away. And so we started driving out the way they told us to go, and we ran into some people because we kind of got lost, and we asked them, the lake's name was Wenatchee. I think it was Wenatchee. And so we asked these people, we said, hey, do you know the directions to Wenatchee Lake? And they looked at me like I was weird, and speaking a different language. And I'm like, yeah, like someone told us that Wenatchee Lake is around here somewhere. And they still are just like, we don't know what you're talking about. We've never heard of this place. And it's a big lake. There's apparently a swimming hole. All the locals go swimming there. They're like, oh, you mean Lake Wenatchee? Oh, I see there. Now I can see where the confusion was. Totally different. Totally different. Anyways, when you're in the States, all my American friends, I promise to put lake before the name, so we can skirt around any confusion, and let me know if you guys put mount before your mountains. Something I could look up, but it'd be kind of cool to hear it from the horse's mouth. Anyway, that's my story. So you can see where we were up in there. See, it's still pretty socked in. Probably not snowing now up there. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Looks more just like cloud coverage, but it'd be pretty white out up there. Maybe we would have got above it if we kept climbing, but I still think we made the right decision to turn around. Who's we? Anyway, but look at that. This water is crystal clear. The reflection is just stunning. I'd love to have a little pack raft right now and paddle out there and yeah, explore. Hey guys, so yeah, I decided to come home. It was a great trip. I just got tired, you know. By the time I got to this town called Yarrow, I was spent. I wasn't ready to get diesel and head back out there. It was such a good trip. It was great to spend time with Lauren, and unfortunately Leah couldn't stay, but it was really good to see her for a short time. And I'd been far too long, so I need to make more of an effort to get out there and hang out with that family. Really good friends, really good people, as you all know. So yeah, that's it, I guess. I don't normally film anything, really, none of my trips or anything like that. I just did this because Lauren has his channel, and I thought maybe he could use a little bit of variation in his content. But you know, maybe it's not for him, but maybe it's not for you guys either. But if you like it, maybe comment in the comments and let Lauren know. And I'm more than happy to film more of my trips. And I'm always up in the bush. I'm always doing something. Make a few more cameo appearances on LoLe's OffRoad and Overland. All right, guys, take care.
Well, you guys, this was an interesting video that I received from Joe, my very good friend of mine. You guys seen it in the previous video. We was out there doing some camping and some hiking, and unfortunately I had to come back home because I got some business to take care of. I would really love to go on that hike with Joe, but anyway, Joe was so kind to do some footage for me and for you guys, and I thought, well, heck, why not? Let's try it out, let's put it out there, and I want you guys to let me know what you guys think of, you know, maybe we can do at least once a week or every second week some kind of hike videos, me and Joe, or maybe even just Joe himself, because I mean he's a really good storyteller, you guys, you know what I mean. So let me know in the comments, you guys, and also comment for him, you know, tell him what you guys think, you know. I mean I have to correct him because he should do the video, you know, horizontally, not vertically, but I guess this is his first time. But anyway, you guys, thanks for riding along. And again, I'm gonna wait for your comments and see what you guys gonna say. I thought I'm gonna throw this one out there. You guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.